We're breaking down another dance practice today, and this time it's to 10's Nightwalker. This dance is just insane because of the movement quality and the way that it was choreographed. So if you guys have watched the his music video to this song, it's choreographed to match the theme and concept of what the music video is showing you and how it tells its story. And obviously the title of the song is called Nightwalker, and if you watch the music video, 10 is this person that becomes into something at 12 in the morning. And so when you watch the dancing part of the music video, it almost gives you like a feeling of uneasiness or almost like kind of creeped out. So the way that they choreographed it is to tell that type of story and show that type of feeling towards you when you watch that music video. And so that's the reason why I appreciate this dance practice and or choreography a lot, because they didn't just put dancing in this music video to have dancing in this music video. It was intended to tell you a story through their movement and give you this type of feeling in order to be able to tell what's going on in the story rather than just watching someone perform, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I love how they intended for the choreo to be like that within the music video. So let's go and break this one down. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's go and roll it, baby. So what I like about what they show in the intro is that it kind of builds us up for the chorus as well. And so I kind of actually want to go over this beginning part where they hit these like guitar sounds in the back, but not in the way that you would normally do it. And so I'm just going to play it again. So just so you guys can see how they move in this specific part. So they kind of get into these poses, right? But they're not really like snapping into the poses, but they're easing into the poses, but they're not like happy or vibrant poses where they're smiling towards you. It's almost just like they're kind of using their limbs to really give us a picture that's unnatural to the body. And again, it's the theme with the song as well. So it's choreographed and staged this way to make us feel that. And so a lot of the combos too is going to be a lot of quickness. So quick, and then it'll go to breathing. So quick, breathing, quick, breathing. So a lot of sharp and fluid movements. And they're taking their time with it. And so here's the thing with this dance as well, is that they're very patient with a lot of the movements. And they're not actually rushing to get to each move. Especially this part, right? Like when they're leaning into this, like they have this, I want to say circle formation. I can't really tell based off this angle, but it looks like it's a circle formation, right? We go here. And they're like slowly just going down, right? And they're matching that sound that you hear in the back for that song, for that part of the song. And so you don't want to be early when you get off this position. What they're doing is they're really taking their time and feeling in that entire sound before they have to move on with the choreo. Great level changes there if you guys didn't notice that. So quick thing with blocking as well. If you want to just kind of make everybody still do the same choreo, what you can do is also just change the levels of your dancers so it gives more of a dynamic for that formation. So if you don't actually want to have everybody do different choreo, but still kind of do the same choreo for everybody, just change their levels, which is a good, like right here. I'm gonna just go again. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm gonna just pause it low key. Right there, they change levels and they change levels again. Now you're like hearing this like build up before they kind of start aggressively attacking us, right? So before the chorus, like here, there's a lot of slow movements, just breathing, fully extending. And so what's cool about this part of the staging is that, or the formation, is that they're like letting go of their neck as well. They're not allowing their focus to be stuck going towards the audience, but they're allowing to fully extend their necks to go look at the ceiling and really rotate this move that they have to do, which is awesome because they're not stuck trying to look at the mirror every single time, which a lot of us do anyway because for cleanliness purposes. But yeah, love that. So it's like a lot of patience, right? And so we get to the chorus. Instead of attacking aggressively, like right at the start, he builds up the aggression. So you see when he says, I think when the midnight comes, instead of like going crazy and like hitting this like hard hitting move, he goes into this breathing type, like a slow body roll, hits this water drop noise with the finger, and then he does this like chest move to match the way that he sings. Kind of a little bit more of a kind of partner work there. So right here, they kind of just slowly bring us in. We get the backup dancer to go back. Now they attack the chorus with footwork, with shoulders and arms there, and then they slow it down here. And then they expand using footwork there. So now you can see that like at that point of the chorus, right, at the second half of the chorus, they have become more aggressive. So you'll see that the movement has become a little bit more explosive. So they started using a lot more footwork. They expanded into that one formation using footwork, and then they did this kick move too to fully extend on that one part. I think it's after expanding. Yeah, that kick move, right? So it's like that part was pretty sick. And then I think what's cool here at this part, they do that like fast footwork and then this shoulder and arm thing where they kind of attack a little bit and move forward to upstage, and then they slow it down here for this arm shoulder part. What they're doing is that they're giving us contrast throughout the chorus, especially this part right here. They're giving us breathing and then they're attacking. They're giving us breathing, then they're attacking again. That's giving us contrast within the choreo itself so that we don't get bored watching it. I like that musicality that they hit there. It was a coin noise here when they're facing back. That's cool. That's super simple, but it's like it goes a long way, right? And what I've noticed too after watching this several times as well is that they have their dancers, and 10 as well, look up to the ceiling a lot, where like they're really breaking that barrier of just looking to the front, but really using everything that you have around you, and they're really looking up to the ceiling when they need to. Now they're bringing the other backup dancers. And now they're going to go and attack the same way with the other chorus from earlier. Great way to move the formation actually to this side of the room, which I think is actually really cool because it's not in a way where it's noticeable, but rather they wanted you to have your eyes go towards that side of the room when watching this video. Super simple. Like, this is one of those things where you can really easily use footwork or the choreo to get a whole formation to another side of the room. And they kept it clean too. And again, they're keeping those textures the same, right? When they need to breathe, they're all breathing. When they need to do subtle movements like this part where 10 is doing this little thing with his hand, and he's kind of controlling them in a way where they do this leg groove. Before they do the leg groove, they're like aggressively attacking the choreo, but right when they get to that leg thing while 10 is doing this, they slow it down, they make it more subtle. Again, that gives us contrast. Ooh. And they kind of go down a little bit. And this is an insane part where we get this part of the song where it's super loud, right? And he's not singing anymore, it's just a bunch of instrumentals. And so what I think is really cool here, damn, that's insane. What I think is really cool for this part, this little bit of a dance break, right, is that instead of giving us like a whole combo of, like an entire combo of choreo, they give us this like visually appealing effect where you use dancers to create pictures for the dance. So rather than just everybody doing the choreo, right, and having this insane combo, they approach it in a way where, oh, let's create this like visually appealing formation and effect while we go through this entire instrumental part of the song. This is very intentional with the music video, because when you watch the music video, this is I think in the parking garage, and this gives us that uneasy feeling of like he's now the Nightwalker in this part of the song and in this part of the video. So look at that. The timing needs to be very precise here. So the reason why I say that the timing needs to be precise is that because it's effect heavy here, and everyone just kind of has to be at their spots, and they have to create these pictures. Everyone has to be on time at their spots and for their choreo, for their parts, in order to make this picture happen. And I think this is like more choreo here. They're aggressively attacking that by popping their bodies. Love this footwork part because they're like, right before they all leave, they're like, attack, 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 attack. Leave. And have 10 do his solo here. Insane, bro. Insane. Now we get everybody back for the last part of the song. We get this column formation, right? This line. This is super genius. And I don't think... This is like an underrated effect. Another level change with formations there. So I'm gonna point out two things after we end this part. And so they get into this like two lines, and as he goes down, he's kind of like deactivating the dancers. It's almost like a ripple or wave effect, right, as he goes down. So we're gonna go back to that dance break, right, or this other dance break. Okay, so we know that something's gonna happen. It's building up. So they kind of expand and then go into this line, right? Footwork, 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 footwork. Right? You get that entire thing. And so what that was, the cool thing about this part right here is that they used the footwork part of the choreo to slowly expand out from the line that they got into from earlier, but without really showing you that they expanded. So what I think is like, it's just such a subtle thing that you can do with a formation is that you can go from a line where everyone's just, you know, 10s in the front, and then you just have a single fine line, like right here. It's just him, and all the dancers are behind him. And we get to this part, he starts doing the choreo. They use the footwork to slowly expand. Now there's the two dancers. Keeps going, it keeps going. And now you have all the dancers like just straight up like out there. And what's cool about this part right here, I love this groove, by the way, where they do, like, they're kind of having, like, I don't know. They're you know what I mean? You can see it on the video. Sick groove. This is a cool effect right here where he had one line stay up on the same level, on a higher level, and he had the front line right here in the front to go a lower level to give us like the dynamic of a formation. So rather than having everyone stay at the same level doing the same choreo, which they still are doing, they just have the front doing a level change in order to give us more of a nice effect within this formation. Yeah, and they don't necessarily stay down there all the way through. It's just that they switch around to give us this like stairs. Think of like stairs, kind of like this. Yeah. And they're really, and in this last part too, what's important is that they're attacking this loud part of the song, right? This is a really cool effect right here. So what I like about where everyone's doing this hand thing at the very end, except 10, it gives this like much more impactful way of ending this part of the practice, or I guess dance in this case, because he's kind of like doing something different, but it doesn't really take away from the effect. So they're all attacking. Ooh. Damn. And again, obviously, got the hall of dancers. He's deactivating them. Everyone's slowly falling down as 10 goes to the back of the room. Insane. This dance practice is one of my more recent favorite dance practices of just like breaking it down or just watching it a bunch of times, just because like the movement itself is so unique in the way that they choreographed it. And if you guys have watched the music video, you'll notice that again they're using the dance to tell a story and not just have the dance to be in the music video. So if you guys like 10, and I know you guys know that he's an insane dancer, insane performer, you know, go and subscribe. I plan to break down a lot of his other dance practices too. I've seen it, but I need to go and break them down for y'all. So let me know. Peace.